Good morning, afternoon, evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zen Archer, and I am playing. This is Mo Zen Adventures. This playing Minecraft with Mo creatures installed, which you will see. So it's a little bit different. We recently had some problems with. When you load the game, the inventory and stuff disappears. That's Jack, my little buddy. But recently had some issues with Minecraft, with Mo creatures installed, as well as Forge and Voxel map, Zan's map, which is actually Voxel map. Um, in that the inventory would disappear when you would come back in and start the game after playing for a while. When you exit the game and come back in, your inventory, your armor, and everything would be gone. So my solution to that has been, aside from cussing, my solution to that has been just to take all of the stuff that I'm currently carrying and stick it in the chest. Now, as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff here. I have been playing this Mo Creatures quite a bit. Uh, Almost from the time that I started playing Minecraft, I saw Mo Creatures, and I was like, I have to have that. It just adds so many new animals to the game. It adds a lot more things to do in the game other than just planting and surviving and doing a little mining. It adds a lot of other features to the game. So I've been playing for a little bit. I've got a few things going, and I'll show you that. I've actually have quite a little zoo over here right now. Um, but I thought I would show it to you. There are some things that are in Mo Creatures that don't appear to be working, and I don't know why. I don't know if they've just been changed, and I haven't been able to find information about it, or if I don't know what the case is. The bottom line is I just don't know. So I'm gathering up. This is the stuff that I put in the chest before I ended the game last night. I'm just gathering up the things that I'm going to need now. I'm working on a house, and gathering animals. I'm trying to get a bat horse, which is the first flying horse in Minecraft. Um, the easiest one to get. But you can only get, that's a specialty horse, and you can only get that specialty horse through breeding. So I've been breeding a lot of horses, trying to get there and come up with some we'll just say interesting names for the horses as well. At any rate, let's get dressed here in our attire. Right now, I've just got the good old white hoodie with the bandana mask, but let's put some let's put some stuff on. I get my helmet on, and my pants. I got to put the pants on. Never mind without pants. I've dealt with a couple of things, a couple of new things. Werewolves. I've killed one that was already turned, but mostly I find them in the wild as humans during the daytime because I don't go out at night, and I just kill them on site. I just kill them. So that I don't have my torches yet, but I will sleep and get the torches later. So scorpions and werewolves, elephants and foxes and rabbits, birds and slimes and maggots. Yes, maggots. Bees and trees and there's just all kinds of stuff here. And you'll see this is a little bit different. I don't usually make a very big place. This is uh, I've heard it pronounced chitin, but I'm just going to say it's chitin. And with about 8 more, I'll be able to make a chest plate, which will help me regenerate my health when I get damaged, instead of having to worry about running out of food and stuff like that. This fish doesn't belong here. This goes down here. I'm saving the fish to make animal food for aminals, and we are at what I have deemed. Effluent Pass. Not elephant, but Effluent Pass. Because there were a lot of elephants. I just thought it was kind of cute. Alright, so let's get this done. Let's get the sand out of there. I was making glass. Let's put the iron in there and get it ruined. And let me give you a little tour of this area that we're currently in, Effluent Pass. As I said, that's Jack. He's my little buddy. If he's on my head and I'm on a horse, the horse goes really, really fast. Horses with mo creatures tend to go very slow. At least the first tier horses do. There are 4 tiers. And all of the horses that I have right now, I believe, are first tier horses. We need to breed up to a second tier horse. And that might be one there. That's a breeder. But let me introduce you to my guys. We've got Kix, Chino, Jinx, Apache, Latte, Mocha, Dusty, Kappa, and I am missing somebody here. I do not see. One of my horses is missing. One of them is missing here. Oh, there it is. Mochi. Right over there. Jump down in here. Where are you at? There's Mochi right there. So I think that these are all level 1 horses. I have bred some, but I don't think I don't know how to tell a level 1 from a level 2 horse. And many of the horses look very similar. So this was my attempt. I bred Mochi with I forget what the other horse, who the other horse was, but that ended with being Zanster. I think Zanster might be level 2, but I don't know. Alright, so that's the horses. I haven't got a saddle for Zanster yet, so I have to make one. But I need to breed some cows to do that. These elephants are not tamed, they're just penned. We have the Indian elephants and the African elephants here. 2 of each so that I can breed them. You cannot tame the adults, but you can tame the babies. So that's the purpose of breeding them, is to get some tame ones, and then I think it's the Indian elephants you can actually ride. I got a few cows, and I had to segregate my raccoons, Skip and Spook. I had to segregate them because every time I would breed the cows, they would kill the babies. Yeah, you look innocent, but you're not, Spook. So they were killing the babies. In order to get a bat horse, I need a zebra to breed. So I put a saddle on this zebra and try to tame him. But you have to be riding a cow horse in order to tame a zebra, and I don't have a cow horse. And I found that out too late, so I didn't want to lose the saddle, and you can't take it off. So instead, my solution was just to pen him up and keep him until such time as I do have a cow horse. Apparently we have a visitor from the neighboring woods. What's your name? You have a name? These foxes, in order to tame them, you need to give them raw turkey, and I haven't seen any turkeys in the game yet, so I don't have any red foxes tamed yet. In order to breed the horses, just how you breed them, you give each horse 1 pumpkin, which I like because it kind of gives more value to this pumpkin, which I never used in the game, because it was just such a pain in the ass for very little return. But now, pumpkins are very valuable because you use them to breed the horses with. I also have a whole bunch of apples because if you give any animal in the game an apple, it becomes instantly tamed. You don't have to dance them around with a lot of the other rules and stuff, so it's just easier to give those animals apples and tame them. You can tell that they're tame because when they're tamed, you can give them a name. I've gone through quite a few birds, killed them while learning about them. If you put a bird on your head, then when you jump down or when you're headed in a downward direction, you'll float rather than fall. So that's a good thing. Let's go over here to the chest and put a service. I'm gonna get this chicken in here, and in order to make pet food, you put raw pork and raw fish together. That's why we have the fish. And then that makes pet food to feed your pets with. These are eggs from snakes that I've killed. I've got a green snake egg, a spotted snake egg, and a coral snake egg. That's a poisonous snake, which you can, again, tame the babies. You can't tame the adults, but you can tame the babies. So you kill the adults, they will drop an egg more times than not. And then you can hatch that egg by putting it on the ground next to a torch so it stays warm, you know. So this is Mo Creature. God, those things are loud. This is just that's just some of the stuff. There are also a whole new variety of mobs that will menace you, including werewolves and scorpions, golems, ogres, silver skeletons, which are dangerous as hell. And then also added value to the game is that most of the new creatures, the werewolves and stuff, can be killed with just about anything that is gold. So that adds value to the gold. It's not just for golden apples or, you know, armor that wears out, but in fact becomes very valuable because that's about the only thing that will kill some of the heavier mobs. There's also some guys that look like trees walking around. They call them entities. It just looks like a tree, but you remember in The Wizard of Oz, the trees that threw the apples at Dorothy. Well, they're kind of like that. They got a big treetop head and long branch arms, and they're non-hostile unless you attack them, hit them, or something in some way. If you do, then they become aggressive, and they'll kick you in the air, and you die usually from fall damage. But this is my Mo Creatures world. And this is what I've been doing for, well, let's see, statistics. $72.72 days played, it says. So, 3/4 of a day in order to get to where I'm at now. All done in survival. As you know, I prefer to play survival mode. I do not like... I got a robin over here. Those guys are everybody says they're easy, but they fly away from players when a player gets close. What we got over here? Another raccoon. So you're supposed to give them seed. You throw it on the ground for them, and then when they come to get it, you right-click on them. And I've had varying degrees of success in doing so. I've had a couple of them, but as I said, I killed them because I used tools while they were on my head. And apparently you can't do that. I found that out the hard way. I'm working on a house. As most of you know, I usually don't do the big house thing, but because of the zoo little thing I got going on, I have started working on a house. And I have my render distance very short, and that's because with all of these mods and stuff loaded, the game tends to lag pretty bad. But if I if I cut down my distance, then I get a much smoother playing game. So that's the house that I'm working on currently. I need to put the roof on it yet. I've got a small room. We were in it when we started out. I've got a small room in the basement with my bed in it, and then larger upper rooms. I want to get some dark pine in order to do the furniture and things like that in the game. And I don't know if I should do a dark roof or a light colored roof. I haven't really decided yet, but I did make stairs, birchwood stairs, which is very light wood. Try that first and see how it looks, and then go from there. So yeah, there you go. That's what I've been up to, playing Mole Creatures. And I just have this marked as Zen Adventures. That's what I've decided to call this. I got an axe. I don't have an axe. I also didn't bring a crafting table with me. Bring a crafting table, I can just drop it and make tools and stuff when I need to. Let's go in here and do that. I don't know if I've got an extra crafting bench here, if I'm going to have to make one. If I have to make one, then I really didn't need to come here, but let's start off with, let's put that away. I'm not going to use those right now, so I don't need to have them with me. I will take some leaves with me in case we run across a tier 2 horse or something, and some apples, and fence posts so that I can tie him up or her up on the way home. That takes care of that. This is just dirt. I don't need that. I don't think I'm going to need the seed. Oh, okay. Let's make a crafting bench to take with us. I don't see one there, so we'll just make one to take with us. And I didn't see any cobble. Didn't get enough wood for. Oh, yes, I did. Just a crafting bench, not a chest. Alright, so there's our crafting bench, and we should probably make a furnace as well. I don't see any cobble here. There we go. Some cobble. Let's save that. Alright, so we've got a stove, crafting bench, our leaves, apples, and a fence for taking care of animals. We've got some weapons. And we're going to need probably a couple axes. In case we find that wood. Whoops. Too soon, too soon. There we go. So I'll make a couple axes as well. And I don't think I'm going to need that sand, so I'm going to leave that here as well. Alright, so there we go. I've got a good bit of food. I've got 64, more than 64 watermelon and 18 steak. So I've got plenty of food with me. Oh, Jack got outside. I must have left the door open. Jack got outside. Alright, so what we do with Jack is we just right-click on him, and it puts him up there on top of our head. I got a bunny rabbit hat. As soon as I right-click, it'll drop him again. So I have to come in here and drop him, and then go close the door, so he doesn't get out. If you put two bunny rabbits together in an enclosed environment, they will mate like rabbits. Shock, shock. I leave the door open. Is that why how we got out? No, doors all seem closed. So they will make like bunnies, and Jack, stay in. Stay inside. No, there's stuff out there that'll hurt you. So, yeah, we need to go find some pine wood, and it just so happens that on my way over here from my original home, I know I passed pine, so I'm going to backtrack that way towards the beach house and see if we can get some of that pine. Should night fall, we'll just dig into the ground and cover our heads. I should have brought a bed with me, but I didn't think of it. To make nighttime pass faster. Not really for spawn, to make nighttime pass faster. And I'm pretty sure, oh, there's the pine that I'm looking for right up there. Right over this way. So we want to get a bunch of this pine. There are all kinds of things in here. There's moles and snails with shells and snails without shells, and there's all kinds of stuff. I want to take the trees away from the edge because I have the horses and I want to travel with them. If I take the trees from the edge, then I know that I've got a pretty easy passageway for the horses, and I won't end up getting bogged down, running from some kind of creature or whatever. I haven't been to the Nether yet. I haven't even found any diamonds yet. I have found a lot of caverns, and I've dealt with a lot of things in the caverns, including silver skeletons, which I don't want to see again. They are not nice creatures. They truly are not. Oh, no dirt. That's great. I need to get up there, but I will not use wood in order to build up. And that's because if I use wood to build up, then I have to wear my tools down in order to get back down. So I'm wasting my tools. Not really happy that that's way up there, but I'll come back when I have dirt. I got a duck up here. Little wood duck. Wood ducks don't give you anything except feathers. You get a feather if you want sometimes. Feathers, of course, valuable for making arrows. And I am carrying arrows and a bow. In this environment, with all these animals, it's almost a necessity that you carry a bow so you can take care of danger before it gets close to you. Because these creatures in here, these ogres and stuff, they will hurt you badly, and they will hurt you quickly. So if you can see them in advance and deal with them, you're much better off. I'd like to get about 2 stacks of this pine, because I don't know how much else I'm going to how much of it I'm going to use, how much, if I'm going to like it or not like it. It's amazing. This is an iron axe, but it really goes fast. It seems like days are shorter in Mo creatures, and it doesn't seem like the tools and weapons are very durable. Of course, that could just be a perception on my part. It may not be true. Now we're doing here. We got 60. Alright, so we got one stack of pine so far. And we're working on a second stack. Well, and I'd like to take another bunny home, but I really do not want a house full of bunnies. The more creatures that you have to, that the game has to keep track of, the laggier it gets. When you first start a Mo Creatures game, it's like they spawn all the creatures you can imagine right close to where you're at. And when that happens, your game lags really bad. I see the sun's going down. I don't know if I should try to make it for home or just dig in. I'll just dig in. I see I'll come back out here later with some dirt. I'll build up and get rid of these extra pieces of tree that I'm leaving. Alright, it's getting dark. Yeah, I really need to be thinking about getting inside. So that's going to be the end of this episode, I think, as the sun goes down. Over the ocean. I'll go right over there and dig in, and I will see you again in another episode of Zen Adventures with me, Zen Archer, and Jack, and the rest of the gang. I'm going to get inside right here and call it a day. And remember, as always, don't mind at night. Until next time, be well.